I'm so excited to be talking to my next guest. They have a great show that's coming to Peacock. Eat, Slay, Love, and they're joining us right now in the building. We have Nivea, we have Eva, and Tammy. How are you all ladies doing? Thank you so much for taking the time.
Thank
How
you
are
for
you?
having us. We are great. Blessed.
Excited about the series.
Well, you
Yes.
should be. The series is great. You know what? I was going to end with this, but I feel like I should start with it because you know how, like, when in any job, there's like a calendar, you get like Christmas off or you get a couple days off for Thanksgiving or what have you. I feel like we need to work a Eat, Slay, Love vacation in for everybody in the calendar year. Do you know what I mean? Because I feel like it's transformational for you all. It's you had a spiritual journey, an emotional journey. You were able to relax and feel the energy, feel the vibes. Talk to me about it. Do you think that's a good idea? Do you think we should stump for this as a something we should do?
I feel like too. That's
a
the
must.
ultimate trip because who expected to get all? Well, Eva kind of set the intention that that's what she was coming for,
Right.
but I never expected to get all of that out of a girl's trip.
And I know I'll tell you real quick. My social battery, my daily battery will be when it runs low, I need a plug in. And I usually like take me to the water. Like I need to go by the water. That's the all the time. Like
The recharge.
I recharge. I'm like, just plug me in. I need to be by the water. That's how I get my recharge. So I don't know if you watched the show already, but
Yeah, I wanted to ask, did you watch the whole show? Are you seeing one episode or?
They gave me the first one.
okay.
And I
So it's
enjoyed
more
it.
than-
I enjoyed it. I'm right there with you. And Eva, I feel like this was a great vacation, I guess you could say, for you as well. But you think it should be baked into the calendar, right? This is something everyone should do.
I do. I think that this is something like the 4-day work week. We should have a 4-day work week plus an Eat, Slay, Love hiatus for every job because we're taught to just go and we're such engines and we're so used to moving and going and going. And this trip, thanks to Nivea, gave us an opportunity to pause, to breathe, to smell the flowers, to see the sky color change, to feel our feels and to live in them. A lot of times things happen, you watch the news and you're like, oh my God, but then now you have to go to lunch or now you have to go get the kids. This was an opportunity to kind of just sit in ourselves and unapologetically just grow and try to figure out who we want to be next in life and how to move forward. So I think everyone needs this on their calendar.
This is something that has to happen. And Nivea, I know this was kind of your brainchild. We are to blame you for all the things that have happened for this show, the good and the bad and all the indifferent. But why Vietnam? That's what I wanted to ask you. Why Vietnam? Let people know kind of what the thinking was there.
List of odd places that weren't typical. I knew nothing. And I mean nothing about Vietnam, but what a beautiful surprise. I'm glad that that was chosen. I can't give you a specific reason why. I just know I wanted something that wasn't your typical girls location where people go on girls trips. So.
And honestly, I feel like if she probably would have offered a different location, I don't think I don't think I would have been as excited to go because because I've been a lot of places.
You've been a lot of places.
Like when you said Vietnam, I'm like,
who goes to Vietnam? For a girls trip.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
I'm not gonna miss that opportunity.
Very non-traditional, very unorthodox.
But that's Nivea. To know Nivea is, I say it all the time, my youngest son's name is Maverick, which means unconventional, which means against the grain, beat to their own drum. And that's who Nivea is. So when Nivea decided Vietnam, I actually wasn't surprised. I was not surprised because it's Nivea. And she is an out-of-the-box kind of a girl.
Right.
But then I thought about
when it popped up on the list, I'm like, oh yeah, I don't know nothing about that place. Let's go check it out. And then it was cool to see that we could have the city, the country, and the beach experience all in one. Yeah.
It's a beautiful place. I don't know anything about Vietnam either. And I'm kind of enjoying seeing the culture through the show. And that's what I was going to ask you, Eva, what is something that you think you took from Vietnam, culturally, that kind of helped shift your thinking maybe a little bit?
Oh, there was so much in Vietnam that I took away. Going to Vietnam, all I knew of it was about the Vietnam War. My father was a Navy vet. So I didn't know much. You watch movies, you've seen a couple of things.
I see talking about World War III.
Yeah, someone is starting a whole new war that hasn't happened. But for me, Vietnam was a place where I learned to slow down. The culture is a lot slower. And when I say slower, I mean they take their time to do things. In the morning, everyone gets up and goes and watches the sunrise together on the beach in Nha Trang and do yoga together. And they all do
for breakfast too. I thought that was different.
Yes, it's just such a togetherness, but they slow down. And so I didn't realize that I would learn one of the biggest lessons that I needed right now was just to slow down. Let the process and live through the truth of what you're going through instead of trying to mask it or run away from it or tuck it away. So Vietnam's culture just told me to slow down in everything.
Well, you know what? Let the process. Eat, slay, love. The show is on Peacock. Ladies, thank you so much for taking the time this morning. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Brad.